The great Stoic philosopher Zeno said, "Get close to people who light your way, because that's where you'll find your best self." "You're the sum of the 5 people you spend most of your time with," is a saying you may have heard. From a Stoic point of view, we'll look at this idea today. This video will talk about 5 types of people who can get in the way of your Stoic journey and give you tips on how to deal with them. Please give this content a thumbs up if you think it's useful. This helps spread Stoic ideas. Also, if you haven't already, you might want to subscribe and click the bell to make sure you never miss an update. The first type of person is the victim. Picture your life as a game of chess. Everyone starts with the same pieces and tries to beat the other player's king to win. When someone gets beat, the victim usually points the finger at the board, the chess pieces, or even the other player. For your own peace of mind, dealing with a victim means setting clear limits. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best way to respond to wrong is by not repeating it. Show compassion by listening to them with care, but don't always try to solve their problems. When you feel like thinking like the victim, remember to stay in charge of what you do and how you act. In this chess-like world, feeling like you're always behind can be caused by your thoughts more than by the facts. Think ahead, focus on success, make the sacrifices you need to, and always try to grow and understand yourself. The second type of person is the manipulator. Think of your life as a show, and you're the lead. There's a clear sense of where your story is going, what will happen, who will help, and how you want it to end. Think of the deceiver as a sneaky director who changes the scenes without telling you. Your story changes quickly, and not in a good way. This person knows how to play with your emotions by lying, flattering, or even making you feel bad about yourself. It can be hard to deal with someone like that. One way to deal with them is to fog, which means to believe some of what they say, but not let their emotional tricks affect you. Stoic beliefs tell us that we can control our responses even when we can't control what happens around us. One way to deal with this is to be clear about your limits. You are the main author of your life story, so if there is a manipulator in it, remember that. Your choices should be based on your ideals. Don't let anyone else tell you what to say in your story. The second type of person is the dramatic. If your life is going along nicely and you're in a calm area, imagine running into someone who is always going through trouble or conflict. Like being stuck in a whirlpool, this person pulls you into their all-the-time chaos. Their dramatic flair might seem fun at first, but you'll quickly see that it's like trying to sail through a storm. It's tiring and dangerous. The problem with these people who cause a lot of drama is that their problems can feel like yours. Their chaos spreads, and before you know it, you're in fights you had nothing to do with. Just because you tried to help a friend who is always having problems with other friends today, it's Sarah. Tomorrow, it's Tom. You might soon end up in a fight with Sarah or Tom. Listening with thought is a good way to deal with this. Don't give them advice or take a side. Just repeat what they told you. If they say bad things about you, you can tell them, "It sounds like what Sarah said made you mad." In this way, you can help without getting involved in the drama. Being out of reach could be another way. Stoicism teaches us to value the time we have. If someone is always making things difficult for you, it's okay to be unavailable every once in a while. You could turn off your phone for a while or set aside time that's just for you. Seneca said that the only way to be truly happy is to live in the present moment and not think about what will happen in the future. This is a good idea for when you're around people who like to cause trouble. Focus on the present moment and enjoy the peace of your trip instead of worrying about what other people are going to do next. Don't let someone else's chaos get in the way of your own growth and peace. The fourth type of person is the complainer. Some people always seem to have something bad to say, like the weather, their job, or even the way food tastes. This could be a friend, family member, or coworker. They're always saying bad things. You might think, "Oh, I'll just ignore them," but it's not that easy. Always hearing complaints can wear you down like a leaky tap that drains a tank of water slowly. Instead of just talking about what's wrong, Stoicism tells us to work on fixing things. Think about working on a project with someone who always has something bad to say. They keep going on and on without giving any ideas on how to improve things. This makes everyone feel bad, keeps you from getting to the real answers, and can make you lose interest in work or other things in life. So how does Stoicism help when someone is complaining? These are some ideas. Spend less time with them. If you can't stay away from them because they're family or coworkers, try to picture their complaints as a storm, loud and bothersome, but short-lived. Don't forget that what they say can't make you feel bad. If they start to complain, try to find ways to help them or change the subject to something more upbeat. Marcus Aurelius said that we have control over our thoughts, even if we don't have control over the outside world. We can stay strong and not let the bad things people say about us stop us from being calm and smart if we remember this. The fifth type of person is the time vampire. Your daily life is like a song. Each part of it is like a note, and all of them together make a beautiful tune. But then the time vampire comes in and plays out of tune, making your song sound bad. The time vampire isn't always mean. It could be a coworker who keeps asking you about small things, which takes your attention away, or a friend who keeps bringing you to events you don't want to go to, which wastes your time and energy. These may not seem important at first, but they can throw off your flow over time. How can you make sure the time vampire doesn't mess up your tune? The Pomodoro technique is one way to do this. This helps you keep track of your time by dividing work into chunks, like 25-minute pieces with breaks in between. Let people know that you can't be interrupted while you're working. This will keep small interruptions from getting in the way of your work. You can say no if a friend keeps asking you to do things. Say, "Thanks for the invite, but I'm sorry I can't make it." It's not about pushing them away when you say no. It's about taking care of yourself. Seneca said that if you live a good life, it will seem like you've lived a long time. Stoicism says that time is important and that we should be careful with how we spend it, like painting. We should be careful about what we add to it. Make sure that every part of your day, like every note in your song, helps you reach your goals. Take charge of your life and make sure every moment is in tune. Don't let the time monster mess up your music. As we say goodbye to today's topic about the people who might keep us from being calm and wise, remember to take a good look at ourselves first. Seeing these traits in other people is easy, but it's more helpful to see if we act like them too. Stoicism is about getting to know the world and making ourselves better. I would like to know if today's topic made you think, feel, or just think about something. Leave your thoughts and stories in the comments. Until we meet again, let's talk and learn from each other. I hope that the things you do and the choices you make show what you believe in, and that your life shines the way it should.